Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the Post Market Show. Again, the second expiry of the June series has been done with. So the markets opened with a major gap down because the European markets were showing major bearishness, and the US markets were also down. Asian markets were also down, and we opened at the lowest point of the day. The moment we opened, we touched a low of 16,250 around that, and then the markets reversed, and then it was a one-way rally all across the markets. Who would have thought Nifty would have closed at the highest point of the day? And again, so in a bearish situation like this, when the markets open so high, you'll be obviously doubting if this is actually a trend reversal or this is just a short covering rally. So short covering rally because we have seen that the markets had huge amounts of call build up right across 16,400 and above, and when the markets traded firmly and had broken the important level of 16,400, the markets moved up even higher because of the short covering. So that's what happens when people try to square off their short positions, and that is exactly what propelled the markets even higher. And obviously Reliance had a major role to play today. Reliance, after the second half, it shot up and ended the day at 2.8%. So the Nifty is up 120 points, and to put it into perspective, Reliance contributed almost 60 points to Nifty's 120-point rally. So almost half of the gains came from Reliance alone. So that is the kind of influence Reliance has over the Nifty 50 index. So that is the markets today. It ended all in the green. It opened very bearish, but then broken major resistance on the upside. But we have to wait and see will it sustain or not, because most important, tomorrow the US inflation data is coming post market. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Friday evening is when we are expecting the US inflation data, and that is going to set the tone for the market in the coming days. So very important thing to watch tomorrow. So let's quickly get into the analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty for the day. I've opened up the charts of Nifty 5 minutes. You can see that the markets, like I told you, it opened with a gap down. Immediately it touched a low of 16,243 on the spot, and then it shot up. So it touched almost 16,418 from around 12:35 p.m. Then there was some major red candles, and we thought the markets would break, but then it took support around 16,340, and from there it was a one-way rally, and the markets have ended at 16,481, and so that is almost 121 points up if you consider the weighted average closing of 16,478 in Nifty. So that is something good to see in Nifty after many days. And Bank Nifty, if we look at Bank Nifty, it was again, it opened with a gap down, tried to move up again. There was slight bearishness, and it took multiple supports in 35,800, and then it shot up to almost 35,116 and ending the day at the day's high. So on a close to close basis, Nifty is up 0.7%, Bank Nifty is up by 0.4%. So that is the markets today. And so let us see the major sectoral indices. We have all the sectors ended in the green except for two, which is the PSU Bank and the metal index. The metal index is down almost 1.3% because Tata Steel did not perform well today. Tata Steel is down by almost for 3.4%. So let me show you the chart of Tata Steel, and you will be able to see the kind of bearishness in Tata Steel. Yes, it is down 3.86% to be precise. So it you see it's continuously came down right from the morning. So that is Tata Steel. It has contributed negatively to the sectoral indices. So other than that, we have the other sectors ending. The most positive ones for Nifty Energy, because crude oil prices are up, and all of the major indices and the stocks related to crude oil, they are up. ONGC is up, Oil India is up, Reliance being the maximum up today by 2.8%. And apart from that, we have the Nifty Pharma, which is also up by 1.2%. So everything looks well in the green today. Nifty IT also moved up close to 1% today, is what we can see. So talking about Reliance, I told you it is the best performer of the day. You can see after 2:30 there was a huge candle, and from 2768, it shot up to almost 2801 in a matter of just half an hour. So this is what led to the last half an hour to 1 hour rally in Nifty as well. So this is Reliance. So apart from that, if you look at the index movers today, Reliance, the top gainer, contributed almost 60 points to Nifty. Then we have Infosys, HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel, Kotak Bank, and ITC, all contributing significantly to Nifty's rally. And on the downside, we have Tata Steel, which is down 3.86%. SBI did not perform well today. It is down 0.92%. That is why the PSU bank index is also down today. Apart from that, we have Bajaj Finance, Tata Motors. They did not perform well, and so they are the top draggers of Nifty. So we did the sectoral analysis, and most of them are in the green. It is good to see, but we have to see if this is going to be sustainable or not, because tomorrow I told you the important data is coming from the US, so that is something to look into. But today I told you we are expecting the ECB, European Central Bank, announcing the interest rate decision, and it was announced at 5:15 p.m. and it was increased by 25 basis points in July. So for July they increased it for 25 basis points. So this is the news, and this was not taken well by the markets. And if you look at the charts of the European markets, you will see a clear bearishness right from 5:15 is exactly when the announcement came. So let us open up the chart of the German index first, because why not? So 35,000 sorry, 5:15 is when the news came. 5:15, you can see a huge red candle forming, and the markets got sold off from there and tried to recover towards the end, but ended up ending the day at the day's low. So that is the German markets. The French markets, same 5:15 candle, a huge red candle. Then the markets fell continuously, tried to recover. It could not, ending the day still in the red by 1.4%. The German markets down 1.7%. French markets down 1.4%. Now this is the UK futures. So UK markets, same 5:15 candle. It came down all the way, took support near this level, tried to move up, again got sold into, and it is trading at 1.21% down at the present. So this is the European markets. It is deep in the red, and things are not looking good there, and things are not looking good in the US markets as well. US markets, S&P 500 today is almost down by 0.58%, and you can see the markets opened with a gap down, tried to move up, but again that was sold into, and again tried to move up, again got sold into. And so this is where the markets are. Nasdaq very bearish, 0.7% down. Dow Jones is down by 0.37%. So all the US major indices are in the red. Even the VIX, US VIX is up 2.8% today. So this is again not a good sign, because if you look at the daily charts of US VIX, it was so you can see continuous red candles from 25th of May, but today we can see a green candle, and that is absolutely not a good sign, and it is up 3%. So now people are actually panicking that the markets may fall further, because again there is the news of tomorrow's event, so that is why people are waiting for that. So this is the US VIX, which is on the uptrend, which is not good. India VIX today fell almost 3.5%, but looking at the global cues, we can expect a major gap down in the market, and then the VIX can shoot up very drastically in a matter of a few hours. So that is the kind of markets. So SGX Nifty, it is trading at 16,328, down by 143 points. So it is currently indicating a 150 point gap down opening for Nifty tomorrow, but as usual we have to wait and see where the US markets end to get a clear picture. And so talking about the markets, the FII DII data, FII continue to sell for 1,512 crores, and DIIs have bought for 1,624 crores today. So this is the FII DII data, and we talked about the index movers. And open interest, the next expiry is 16th of June, that is the next Thursday, and right now there is nothing major to look at. 36,000 on the high top on the back for Bank Nifty, 34,000 on the downside for on the support for Bank Nifty is where we have the maximum amount of calls and puts being written, and 35,000 straddle is also being created in the markets, and the PCR standards 0.86, which means still there is more calls written than puts, so it is bearish for next week. Talking about Nifty for next week, it is more bullish because we saw the markets moving up significantly today, and that is why the put call ratio is at 1.18. But this is again next expiry is many days away, so and we have to wait for tomorrow what happens. So for Monday we will get a clear picture of the OI, and we can understand which way the markets is going to move. Talking about economic activities tomorrow, we have to wait for, obviously US data is coming, but in the morning we have the Chinese inflation data, which is going to be announced tomorrow morning. So let us see what happens. The forecast is around 2%, so if it is more than that for the month of May, then we can have absolute panic in the markets, Asian markets particularly. And coming to the US markets are at 6 p.m. we have the core inflation data, and the inflation data for the month of May is going to be announced. So this is what you should be keeping an eye out for, and this is what everybody is anticipating in the markets, where it will go, and so things like that is going to be seen tomorrow. So with that, we have seen that the Nifty is up, but US markets are down. Everything is down because of the European central bank's rate hike decision. So things are looking bearish in the global markets right now. Let us see tomorrow what happens. Tomorrow morning, the Chinese inflation data will set the moods for the Asian markets, and if it is bad, we can expect again a major gap down tomorrow. So be ready for again volatile day tomorrow, especially because we have the US inflation data being announced tomorrow. So again, a word of advice or caution, whatever you may call it. People are most traders are looking to square off most of their positions, and if they are carrying very light positions for Monday. So maybe you can try to do the same thing. If you are carrying very aggressive positions, maybe cut down on your position size, because if the data is bad, anything can happen on Monday. We can have Nifty falling 500 points, gap down. It can easily happen because such things have happened in the past as well. So anything can happen. It is always to be cautious, because when you know these kind of events can happen, why take this so much risk for a single day? So maybe you can look to hedge your positions or square off your positions, take again, re-enter them on Monday. So whatever you decide to do, please exercise caution, because this is an important news, and it is going to be, the markets are going to react to it. So that is what I had for today. So let us wait and see tomorrow how the Chinese inflation data come, and where we are trading tomorrow. So all the important levels for tomorrow will be discussed tomorrow in the pre-market show at 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So until that time, have a good night, and we will meet again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.